Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's making a great night and a great week, folks. This is a quote by Duke Ellington. A believer is an optimist who thinks of tomorrow. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 200, NASDAQ off 46, S&P's down 16, gold contract down $1.60, trading at $1,183 an ounce. Silver down 4 cents at $16.63 an ounce. Platinum up 21 bucks at $1,142 an ounce. Light sweet crude down $1.15, trading out of $47.52 a barrel. Bonds, we had the 10-year up 10 ticks. 128.29, 30-year up 14 ticks at 163.29, and King Dollar up 324 ticks at 98.60. The euro is back 80 at 107, and the yen was down 12 at 119.97. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, check this out, folks. This is going to be pretty intense, what we are looking at here. And this is what it is. The market, you talk about a little nasty close out here. You not only had a nasty close, the S&Ps themselves. So if we take a look at the S&Ps, how they sold this baby off, this is what you have. Your future inside the S&P at, let's see, at all of 3 o'clock, we're at 2071. It gets down to 2056. That's a fast expansion down. But that's not the big deal, folks. What you have is this. If I put the SPY up, what you're going to see is this. Now, and realistically, what should be happening in window dressing is that it gets some juice, gets the juice, basically can stay flat, bounce around, certainly not blow out to the downside. Now, we didn't blow out to the downside percentage-wise. What we did, though, is that they unloaded in the NYSE. We did 932 million shares versus 676 on the move up yesterday versus, and this is the kicker, if you want to see just what you're throwing out here. Even last week when we were down at those lows, it was only throwing out on the 26th, it was throwing out 828 million. So, what does that set up? Guess what? That sets up that this is going to be a nasty coming into this weekend. You know, yeah, I mean, this is setting up an ABC structure down. That volume that came out of that market at the close is amazing. Because picture something. Your swing point here is 204.12. We did 828 million there. Bottom line, this looks like a small ABC structure down. This thing, you know, bottom line, I don't think this thing's going to test. This baby is started, and if that's the case, that's going to show just how weak this market is. Because if you can't handle a window dressing, and in the bottom line is that when we're talking about a window dressing, we're talking about it's not even the first of the month yet. Okay, so the last 2 days of the month on inside window dressing, what they like to do is this, is that money managers in general will basically hold up their positions. I mean, you own, let's say, 1 million shares of Microsoft. You stop buying a little more Microsoft, hold that up. You'll hold everything up. That's kind of what the window dressing is there the last couple days. The beginning of the month is new IRA money that just comes in. It's not basically people saying, I want to buy. It's all the fund money that's coming in, that's getting taken out of paychecks coming in. The way this market is setting up right now, it's to say we got an ABC structure on the way down. We're going to go after now the lows that were generated out here last December. That's on the NASDAQ, on the Index 100, we're at 105.60. You know, we did 26 million. Bottom line, that B point is 47 million. That's going to go after it. This is going to be nasty going right into the long weekend. You know, because we are closed on Friday, you know, and all the markets said that they're jittery right now. We got to take a look at the gold contract. What do we have with gold? And this is going to be the big toss-up out there. It looks to me that gold, we pull back. We do have lighter volume. The real key is going to be, will it get a sign of strength before we're going into the weekend? I suspect yes, the metal market is going to do that. Why? Because if you do actually go over to the dollar index, what the dollar has done is this. And man, this is so deviant, it's unbelievable, because trying to figure this out fundamentally, good luck. I mean, because it's like, if the rates are going up, the dollar should be going up. But guess what? The dollar can't hold the downdraft from from March 18th. We did 45,000 contracts out here today. The 45,000 contracts are going into 102,000 contracts. We got to a high price of 99. It didn't give up a lot. We're at 98.63. But the way that's set up is that you have the high volume spike from the 18th, wants to go after. Very well could be a very large ABC structure on the way down. Inside the NDX 100, we go back to the Qs for a second and see what was moving the Qs up or down. In this case, we went down. And percentage-wise, what we did out here today, folks, is this. The Dow was off 1%, NASDAQ was off 0.9, and the S&P was off 7.73. So you can see it's not large numbers. What is surprising, bottom line, is the amount of volume that came out of the NYSE. That is a monster, because when I started the program at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we were only at 450. So someone laid into this market 500 million shares in the last hour. What was the leader inside the NDX 100 today was Charter Communications. That's taken over Bright House. That was up 972. Micron Tech was up 45. We had Express Scripts up 136, and Liberty Venture was up 64. Now, taken away from it on the way down, good old biotechs. You had Celgene down 474. Alexa Pharmaceutical was off 696. Kraft was down 340. And ADI was off 181. If we go into the Dow Industrials and we take a look at the Dow with the strength versus the weakness, the only strength inside the Dow, both of them at dead cat bounces, pretty intense. Coca-Cola, that was up 4 pennies, and you had American Express up 33 cents. The heat on the way down inside the Dow is United Healthcare was down 271. Chevron was off 192. Boeing was off 262. Caterpillar was off 134. So you're talking big numbers out here on the way down. If we go take a look at the diamonds, so we'll take a look at the diamonds and say, okay, talk to me, where are we going here? So the diamonds, of course, are the ETF structure for the Dow Industrials. With the diamonds, yesterday you bounced on 5.3 million. Today we backed down with 4.6. And at the swing point, the lowest swing point from the 26th, last Thursday, was 175.46 is your B point, and the volume characteristic down there is 6.6 million. It's going to go after it. The real key is going to be, do you have the juice to blow that out? And the next stop down would be that 170 area. The silver market. Silver is much stronger than gold right now, and this is going to be, we'll see how this market shakes out the next few days. Going into this long weekend is going to be a whole different ball game, folks. That's the bottom line. The reason being is that, okay, so last weekend, and Dave and I were talking about this on our show Friday afternoon, okay? So there was enough, basically, volatility across the world that last weekend, I was looking at it and saying to myself, no one's going to go home short gold. Bottom line is that, yes, they sold it off. So it's going to be like, okay, man, you're going to sell gold off this weekend, too, in a 3-day weekend? We'll find out. My take, is that, at this point, it's a heads up. Gold and silver pull back with lighter volume. The equities have pulled back with lighter volume. The equities, thus far, haven't rejected price, and that's what you're going to need inside that market. So we'll see where that whole thing does shake out. We go take a look at the high-volume stocks out here today. This is what you had inside the high-volume stocks. We had Bank of America down 13 cents. Apple was off $1.94. You had Microsoft down 30. Cisco was off 12. We had Ford Motor down 2. Not a lot of damage. What you did have, where the damage comes in, has to do with Big Blue. That was down 217. You got Boeing down 262. Disney was off 121. United Technologies 163. Decent numbers. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow is down 200. NASDAQ 46. S&P's off 16. We're going to be right back.